Hey y'all, welcome back to Spirit of the Outdoors. I wanted to talk to you a little bit today about goldenrod and fire building. I have stopped and picked up some dried grass along the way while I was walking. It's very dry, which everything is dry here in Mississippi right now. You see behind me we have goldenrod. This is one of my favorite plants to make a tea out of. But once you're past, and you can see this is starting to kind of flower out and seed out, and we let that go, a lot of it. I let a lot of this goldenrod I have around here seed out. But these shafts are valuable. And I'm gonna show you what. I have got one right here in my back pocket. This is a length of a goldenrod shaft. They have the piffy core in it. This one's about a little smaller than my finger. And this is about 2 foot long, 18 inches, somewhere along in there. I hadn't put a tape on it. Got me a piece of cedar right here that I have split out. We're gonna make some primitive fire with this right here. This is all we need. Y'all stick with me. Y'all, while I'm making this video, I wanna talk about some basic fire building principles. I know there's a lot of you that are expert fire builders, experts woodsmen that watch my channel. You already know a lot of this stuff. I'm gonna make this for a lot of the people that may be somewhat new to this, and you've been watching a lot of these big bushcraft channels, and you've got your brand new silky saw, and you've got your new Pathfinder knife. All that stuff's well and good. I ain't knocking good products. Don't hurt to have new toys. I like new toys. But when you start talking about necessity and survival is a mental game. And learning primitive stuff, it may not really be about survival. It may be I forgot something, or I got down here and I misplaced something, or my lighter got wet, or where my ferro rod, my knife don't really have a 90-degree spine, or there's a lot of things can go wrong. But it's just good woodsmanship to know basic skills. And friction fire is one of them. I have not done a lot of friction fire. In fact, I don't think I have ever done a friction fire video on my channel. But the thing that I wanted to mention is the fire building and building a fire lay. Having the proper materials to start with is key. That is 100% of your success. You can take a big lighter and a box of newspaper, and if you don't have dry wood and you don't have proper materials, you can burn all that paper up and still never have a fire. So you start with small, tender grass. You don't need but this much. It burns enough to light something just a little bit larger than it. Then you go to something a little bit larger than that, and you build your fire lay as the top of it a little bit bigger material, and you leave a hole to shove this ball of grass as it's burning up under there. So let's show you how to do this, and let's get us a fire built. This is just gonna be basic fire building. Okay, I've come down here to my teepee. I've got my Bowie knife. I do have my tomahawk with me, but do I need any of that? No, I really don't. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna turn around the camera, and I'm gonna show you what I'm looking at, just the woods, and we're gonna get what we need to build a fire. So I'm looking out here, and this is pretty much, y'all, anywhere I go in the woodlands that I'm in most of the time. And you don't always find a deer skull, but sometimes you do. But look, this is blow down, natural limbs falling out of trees. It's pretty much everywhere. So what you're looking for the most part, is what's up off the ground. I mean, you see, look, this is limbs fell out of a tree. Okay, look, they're everywhere. They're anywhere you look. Any kind of material that you want to find, it's pretty much anywhere. Now, if you're walking trails that everybody has done gathered up all the wood and burned it, you may have a problem. This is pine. I can tell by the bark, the pine cone. But still, perfect for starting a fire. I want to break off like the small limbs. So usually what I will do when I want to start a fire, is I walk around till I find, like right here. Here's me a whole downed limb, broke off right there. That is about maybe an inch in diameter, and it gets small. It's the whole limb, okay? So everything I need to build a small fire, I have right here. Let's take this back to camp. Okay, I'm just gonna start making a pile with my wood right here. I'm gonna break off all the small pieces. Everything that's small, I'm breaking it off. We're gonna get our fire lay made. It don't have to look perfect. It don't have to look like it come out of a magazine. It just has to be properly constructed. If y'all follow my channel long, you're gonna find out and know that my biggest pet peeve is baton and a knife. There is absolutely, for the most part, no purpose in it. Is there an emergency situation every once in a while that it might be necessary? I'm sure there's an occasion that'll come up, but for every time you go to the woods, to be betting on baton and your knife is really foolish. One thing, you're just creating a lot of work. If you tote a saw into the woods, you're setting yourself up for this. Then you got to start putting. You see what I'm breaking off? That is all. I mean, I don't even need. I don't need a knife. I don't need a hatchet. I don't need anything. And y'all, anywhere I have ever been that there has been trees, I have found downed limbs. I mean, I can stand right here. I can walk literally nowhere. And I see, look, dry, off the ground. Now, if you, like I said, if you're in a heavily populated area and there's like steadily campers going through there and all the wood is dried up, well, technically you're really not in a survival situation. You're going camping. So these rules, this is, so to speak, this is about survival. Which is generally not usually the case. Most of us that's in these situations are out here in the woods playing. Let me gather a few more of these same twigs and we're gonna build this fire. Okay, I've got my fire lay ready. I'm gonna pull this tomahawk out and lay it down just so it's not in my way. One of the things is learn the feel of your material and know that it's good and dry and it's ready to go to accept a spark. I am going to take my Bowie out and have it ready because I'm going to use it to scoop up my ember, possibly. If I can find a good stout leaf here, which is very, very possible, I may can pick it up with it. But a lot of times your leaf will burn through it or whatever, so I just want to be able to pick it up with my... Okay, and we're gonna get zoomed in right here. Okay, this is the goldenrod shaft. This is a piece of cedar that I split, and I have already, you see where I've used it. All I did is made a dimple. I can cut a notch and use either one of them, but we're gonna simply use the same one again that I had done used, because I mean, I don't want to waste my piece of wood. We're gonna do this in real time, okay? No cutting and editing. Okay, you see that I've got smoke on my own. I'm not burning, it's still smoking. That tells me that I have an ember in there, okay? You see that, y'all? Uh-oh. Y'all, that's hand drill fire right there. So that is a goldenrod and a piece of cedar plank. Y'all, that took hardly no time at all, okay? Dry weather, mind you. Materials is all dry, so, and I'm trying to stay out of the smoke. But y'all, this right here, this is just simple fire building. Goldenrod piece of shaft, dried out good. And like I said, it's about as long as my arm, really. I don't know, you can give or take. It ain't gotta be a certain length. Y'all, we have not had to split no wood with our knife. We've not had to do nothing special. We just broke some twigs, and with bare minimum materials, we got a fire setting right here. I had to back up because I don't want to get in the frame of the camera. But a lot of times our success has to do with our materials, but our mentality and properly laying it out. Smaller stuff first, then some bigger stuff. And y'all, at this point right here, I can go to laying arm-sized wood around the edges and starting to get it to burning. You can, right now, you walking over there gathering more twigs to keep laying on this. This real dry twigs, they're gonna burn up fairly fast. But y'all, there's nothing to building a fire once you get it figured out in your mind. And I wanted to do friction fire on this channel. It's one of the things that I haven't done a lot of, and I've been practicing flint and steel a good bit, working with it, but there's really not a lot to it once it clicks in your mind and you figure it out. I wasn't wearing myself out. I didn't put a lot of pressure on this little piece of goldenrod, but it was having the proper materials. And goldenrod and cedar here in Mississippi seem to be one of the best combinations that I have found. I have used several different things and not had a lot of success, but a lot of it has to do with having dry wood, dry materials. But anyway, y'all, there's not a lot to it. I just wanted to make a short video on some basic fire building and see if I could help you out. Thank y'all for watching Spirit of the Outdoors. We'll see you next time. Remember, the best way to do things is the way you like to do it. We'll see y'all.